Ask yourself, what's one piece of media that shaped you or influenced your life? Well, it could be multiple things. For some, it's a book series like Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings.
Harry, you put your name in a goblet of fire.
No, sir. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
For others, it might be a TV show like The Twilight Zone or Breaking Bad.
There's a man out there.
What?
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on! Ah!
Perhaps it's a movie, like Back to the Future.
What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour!
Star Wars.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Jaws.
Smile, you son of a...
Or The Godfather.
I do renounce him.
Or maybe it's a video game, like Final Fantasy VII.
Let's dance, asshole!
The Legend of Zelda. Mario. Sonic the Hedgehog. Hell, I'm even sure that there's one person whose life has been changed by Pong out of all things. If you're already thinking about your own answer, good for you! But as for me, how would I answer that very question? Well, my answer's a little odd, to say the least. By the title of this video, you already know what I'm going to be talking about isn't exactly a masterpiece that everyone holds up as the best of the best. It's a game that people wouldn't expect to change someone's life. And that game is Minecraft Story Mode. Now, I know what you're thinking. Taylor, why would a spin-off game based on one of the biggest video games of all time be so special and dear to you? That's a fair question. Yes, I'm aware that this game is flawed and cheesy, and yes, I know it's not as highly regarded as other Telltale properties like The Walking Dead or The Wolf Among Us. I'm not here to argue it's the best game ever made, because it's not. So why am I making a documentary based on a game many people considered flawed, and even a failure? The answer is simple. Minecraft Story Mode is more than just a game to me. It shaped my teenage years, and it continues to influence me to this very day. I could have dropped this game years ago, but I can't ignore the impact it had. Not just on me, but on countless others who also grew up with it, or got into it as well. Today is October 13th, 2025, and it has been officially 10 years since the game's release. Fuck, has it really been... Has it been a decade already? I'm gonna throw something against the wall. I'll get something against the wall. So, in the spirit of that, what better time than now to reflect on this corny game? And let me be clear, this isn't exactly a retrospective. I won't be breaking down or nitpicking every single one of these 13 episodes or 2 seasons. Plenty of people have already done that. What I want to do instead is something unique. A personal and historical reflection. Because this isn't just the story of Minecraft Story Mode. It's my story with Minecraft Story Mode. I've had this idea in my head for a while now, and I wasn't sure how to pull it off or how to structure it. But here we are, finally getting to it. Now, I'm not going to cover everything this game has done for me. That would take far too long. For example, the fanfics and alternate universes I've written because of this game are a whole separate journey. For this particular documentary, I've narrowed it down to 3 key areas. 1. The game's history. 2, my personal experiences with the game, including its impact. And 3, the legacy of the game. Or, what small legacy it had. So, with that being said, let's take a trip back in time, 12 years ago, and begin our journey. The first signs of Minecraft Story Mode's development started around 2012 when Telltale Games was still working on Tales from the Borderlands. By that point, Telltale had already built its reputation with episodic adventure games. Titles like Sam & Max, Back to the Future, and of course, The Walking Dead, which only had one season at the time, but was already a hit. These games proved Telltale's strength in adapting existing franchises into story-driven experiences or engaging stories. In early 2013, Telltale began discussions with Mojang, which would eventually lead to their partnership in December of 2014. Then, on July 4th, 2015, the very first teaser trailer was shown at Minecon.
I have just the thing for you.
You're giving me a sword?
Even better, you can make your own.
Something weird is going on.
Is this what we were expecting?
I want to steal that and that.
Just leave it.
There might be even more going on here than we thought.
I don't think you realize what you've done!
Everyone's running away, except for you.
Our gang sticks together, that's what we do!
It's in your hands now! Go!
When the Minecraft Story Mode trailer premiered at Minecon 2015, the reactions were all over the place. Some fans were excited about the collaboration between Mojang and Telltale, curious to see what a story-driven Minecraft game would look like. Others, of course, were skeptical. How could you turn a sandbox game about building into a story-driven adventure? But whatever the opinion, one thing was clear. People were talking about it, and that included myself. At the time, I was just only 11 years old. By then, Minecraft had already become a big part of my life. I first got into it in 2013 thanks to a classmate in the 3rd grade, and started playing with Pocket Edition on my iPad. Then for my 10th birthday in 2014, I finally got around getting the PC version. But, of course, Minecraft wasn't the only thing I was into. Like many kids, I was bouncing between different interests. Sonic the Hedgehog was a big one. I remember playing Sonic 2 for the first time in the summer of 2014, right as the series was heading into that awkward Sonic boom era. Five Nights at Freddy's, or FNAF, was another huge obsession. That franchise was everywhere, with 4 games dropping in a span of a single year. In fact, FNAF 4 came out just mere 2 weeks after the Minecraft Story Mode trailer premiered. Outside of those, I was also into My Little Pony, which was one of the biggest fandoms online at the time. Most people refer to this era as the golden age of MLP. Along with this cute pony show, I was into Pokemon, Angry Birds, Star Wars, and Star Trek. Now, growing up, I haven't been exposed to a lot of video games. My parents, especially my dad, were strict about what I could have. This means I didn't have a Wii, Xbox, or even a PlayStation. All I had was my iPad, my imagination, and the occasional cartoons that would be on TV. This made Minecraft, Sonic, and Pokemon all the more important because it was the 3 of the few games I could play, besides Angry Birds. At the time, it felt rough growing up with these limits. And yeah, I guess I really was an iPad kid, guilty as charged. But I was one before it was cool, so I get the bragging rights. I am so sorry. But back with MCSM, my reaction to the trailer was a mix of curiosity and excitement. At that point, I had no experience with Telltale games. The only one I ever heard of was Back to the Future. I knew about it because I've seen the movies, and I stumbled across a gameplay on YouTube.
What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, that looks just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
But I had no idea the same company was responsible for making Minecraft Story Mode. When you're a kid, you don't really think about things like that. So naturally, I didn't know what to expect from this game. But the fact it had the word Minecraft in the title was enough to pull me in. And sure, part of my attention was on FNAF 4, which would drop later that same month, but this teaser trailer stuck with me. It's funny how casual I was about something that would go on to change so much for me. I wasn't hyped, but I stayed curious. And little did I know that that very curiosity would lead me to one of the most formative experiences of my life. Minecraft Story Mode was released on October 13th, 2015. It would be only a few days later after its initial release that I would get my hands on it. Back then, if I wanted a game, I had to go through my parents first. So, before I owned Story Mode, I went to YouTube. YouTube was one of the forms of entertainment that I had access to at the time, and I watched stuff there frequently. And the one YouTuber who introduced me to Story Mode was none other than DanTDM.
Yes! It's finally here! Minecraft Story Mode. Oh man, I am excited. Now, if you don't know what Minecraft Story Mode is, it is by the amazing Telltale Games, which means the Minecraft world has been brought into a crazy cool story where you, or me, the player, gets to affect the story by decisions and adventuring and all this really cool stuff. And the first episode is out today, and we're going to play through it right now from beginning to end. So, let's begin.
I loved watching Dan, almost religiously. His playthroughs gave me a way to experience the game before I even had it myself. To be honest, I think his videos probably convinced me to buy the game in the first place. Eventually, I ended up buying it after pestering my parents. I remember downloading the game on my iPad, which, as I mentioned earlier, was the only device I had to at the time, apart from the family computer. As I finally got my hands on this game, it was off to the races. The episode begins with a legend about a heroic group called the Order of the Stone. As the narrator tells us, the members were known as
Gabriel, the warrior, before whose sword all combatants would tremble. Eligard, the redstone engineer, whose machines would spark an era of invention. Magnus the rogue, who would channel his destructive creativity for the benefit of all. And Soren, the architect, builder of worlds, and leader of the Order of the Stone. These four friends together would give so much to gain their rightful place as four heroes. Their greatest quest would take them on a dangerous journey to fight a mysterious creature known as the Ender Dragon. In the end, the Order of the Stone emerged victorious, and the dragon was defeated. Their story complete, they slipped away into the pages of legend.
After we see the flashback, we then cut to the present day. We get introduced to Jesse and his friends, or her if you played female Jesse, Axel, Olivia, and Ruben the pig, preparing for the Endercon building competition.
Did you bring the fireworks?
Of course I did. I even brought something for the little guy. Nice.
You brought Ruben a disguise?
We're going to a convention. Somebody's got to wear a costume.
Despite losing 9 years in a row, they're determined to make an impression this year. After gathering materials and deciding on what to build, we get to the building competition. At the competition, we meet Jesse's rivals, known as the Ocelots.
Oh, great. There's Lucas and the Ocelots. The rivalry continues.
Man, they've got matching leather jackets and everything.
So cool.
The group is led by a character named Lucas, along with Aiden, Maya, and Gil.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the Order of the Losers.
Great. The fail squad's here.
Lucas, get a load of these losers. Let's go, guys.
During the building competition, though, in a fit of jealousy, Aiden breaks his stone block and causes Ruben's costume, the dragon costume as we saw Axel put on earlier, to catch fire, and Jesse must choose saving the build or Ruben.
Ruben, no, come back! It was Aiden, that
The
punk.
lava's getting closer.
Gonna ruin the build.
Ruben's going to get lost.
Of course, Jesse goes after Ruben, which leads him into the woods. And that's where he runs into Petra, in which we also met earlier, but, you know, we're cutting down time here. We find out that she's on her way to making a deal at Endercon. After a short adventure that involved caves, mobs, and even jumping off a bridge...
All right, let's jump. Burns, it burns!
Don't you know? You dive into the water. You don't land on top of it.
The two regroup with Axel and Olivia. After arriving and seeing that we won the building competition, Petra and Jesse then go meet up with the shady guy in an alleyway. Enter Ivor, the mysterious figure who wanted the wither skull that Petra mentioned beforehand.
And just who are you?
I'm waiting. You know, you really shouldn't creep up on people like that. It's creepy.
But as the deal ensues, this happens.
I'll take that diamond now.
Take it. You've earned it.
This isn't a diamond.
No, it's lapis. Of all the dirty, underhanded tricks to pull. I can't believe that guy got one over on me.
With newly found determination, the two characters begin to chase down Ivor. Eventually, this leads to a basement, where we learn about the twist of what Ivor was doing with the wither skull he got from Petra. Oh, yeah, and Lucas is now tagging along with us. I'll let him explain the twist.
I think I know what's going on here. Soul sand plus 3 wither skulls. That's the recipe for a wither.
But a wither? That's
one of the worst monsters there is.
We came down here to find the skull. Well, we found it.
Before Jesse and the gang can act, they're caught by Ivor, dun dun dun, who spawns an iron golem, forcing them to retreat upstairs.
Show our friends the door, will you?
Meanwhile, upstairs, Gabriel the warrior arrives and takes the stage for his speech and Q&A session. During this time, the gang discusses what to do.
Guys? Where's Lucas?
I thought he was right behind me.
Well, if he's not here, the only place he could be is...
He's still down there.
Ivor's got an iron golem and all the ingredients to build a wither down there. If he were to unleash it in this crowd of people, we have to act fast.
It just so happens that the greatest warrior of all time is in the building. We should ask Gabriel for help. This is the smartest way to help Lucas.
He's tough. I just hope he's tough enough to hold out a little bit longer.
Oh, we gotta go back for my boy. Jesse goes downstairs with Ruben to save Lucas.
Here goes nothing. Lucas, can you hear me? Even though I'm whispering? Jesse?
Is that you whispering super loudly?
Lucas! Over here!
Hey!
You okay?
I've been worse. Well, I can't say this is the best spot I've ever been in. Any bright ideas?
Just run!
Run where? You don't think I tried that already?
Now, Lucas, run! Nice one, Ruben.
Okay, Jesse, come on. Let's go. Thanks for coming back for me. I didn't know if anybody was going to.
No man left behind. That's my motto.
Guess I owe you one.
Gosh, I love this sequence so much. Anyway, as the three manage to get back, we then see none other than Ivor come onto the stage and surprise Gabriel.
Ivor? Is that really you? How dare you interrupt like this?
As Ivor gives his theater speech, he unveils the Wither we've seen earlier, now complete with 3 Wither skulls in place. As panic ensues, Ivor orders the creature to attack. As if on cue, the Wither begins to absorb and consume nearby blocks, causing it to grow bigger. Gabriel tries to attack it, but is powerless against it.
Yeah! What have you done?
As the monster grows, Ivor tries to tell it to stand down, but of course it ends up not working. Realizing this, Ivor flees the scene.
Ivor! You coward, come back here!
The Wither mutates further, developing tractor beams that pull in people. It then evolved into the colossal, tentacled Wither Storm. With the storm spiraling out of control, the main group is forced to flee as they watch the beast leave nothing but a trail of destruction and peril. Gabriel and the others flee to his temple, hoping it can protect them. During the escape, Gabriel tells Jesse's group to go in the nether portal and gives Jesse an amulet.
I can't stop this by myself. We need to find the others.
Others?
Soren's been missing for years. But the others, you must seek them out. Take this amulet and guard it with your life. You can do this.
As Gabriel tries to fight the Wither Storm, along with Petra, the two get caught up in the Wither's tractor beams. With Lucas frozen in place, the choice for Jesse is dire.
Thank you, Jesse. Now get through the portal.
Jesse!
Just hold on, Petra, I'm coming for you!
We now arrive at the Nether. Jesse, Lucas, Axel, Olivia, and Ruben are on their own now. And Axel lashes out at Lucas for not doing enough to save Petra and Gabriel.
I got scared. Just for a second.
You got scared?
It wasn't my fault.
You got scared and it's not your fault?
Back off, Axel.
After that exchange, we then see no other than Ivor enter the portal, much to the group's dismay. Ivor ends up blaming the group for interfering with his plan and for the destruction. When the group asks about Petra, Ivor mentions seeing Petra head in the opposite direction of the portal.
What?
While I was running toward the portal, I passed her.
She was running in the opposite direction.
Such bravery. Of course. There's a fine line between bravery and stupidity.
He then informs the group about a network of minecarts built by the Order that can escape the Nether. He wishes them luck and disappears using a potion of invisibility.
You have my sympathies.
After navigating with the minecarts and playing ping pong with guests, we finally found a portal back to the overworld. The group then finds themselves in a forest, and it was nighttime, and they didn't have shelter.
We have to build... shelter.
Shelter. I was going to say shelter.
I say we build a treehouse.
That'll take forever and we'll be exposed while we do it. We just need a quick and dirty hut.
Look, whatever it is, we gotta do it fast.
The group ends up building either a hut or a treehouse, depending on what you choose, and they sit around a fire. But then, Axel and Lucas clash again.
Fine. Then, we should get some rest. We gotta start looking for this temple as early as we can. Now, my guess is if we start at the portal and kind of split up...
Oh, what are you doing?
Did I do something to you? I'd really like to know, because you keep getting on my case for what seems like no reason.
He's just trying to help.
See?
I'm sorry, Jesse. I'm not gonna sit here and listen to this guy telling us what's what.
I'm just trying to get ready for tomorrow.
You're the only one wearing that stupid jacket. Don't tell us what to do.
Take that back.
Can't. Wouldn't.
You know what? I get to wear this jacket because I know how to build. But that doesn't mean I don't know how to break things.
Your threats don't scare me now that we know how you really are.
Jesse, your friend is way out of line.
The next morning, the group continues their search for the temple. Lucas eventually points it out.
There's something over that way.
After nearly dying from an arrow trap, we discover a book that tells the familiar story of the Order.
The battle was fierce, but the Order of the Stone emerged triumphant, saving the land and ensuring that peace and prosperity would reign forever.
Well, not exactly forever.
These 5 members, 5 friends, together would give so much to gain their rightful place as 5
heroes. They would author their own end.
After reading the story of the Order, the gang then stumbles upon a flight of stairs.
Where do these stairs go?
Hey, where do these stairs go? They go up.
Once we ascend a flight of stairs, we enter a grand room with a map mounted on the wall. Or as Jesse puts it,
it's a map of the entire world. This is way nicer than the one at Endercon.
Eventually, Jesse figures out that the amulet that Gabriel has given to him is a tracking device to track the members of the Order. Wow, try to say that 5 times fast. After figuring out the puzzle, there are 2 light beams pointed out on the map. Specifically red and green. Nope, it ain't Christmas colors. It represents none other than Eligard and Magnus. Jesse is then stuck with the discussion of either recruiting one or the other with Axel or Olivia, and meanwhile, Lucas volunteers to stay behind at the temple in case if Petra comes back. As Jesse decides to go with Axel, or Olivia depending on what you choose, we then see a horrifying sight.
Please hurry.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
Back in 2015, this episode was my first dip into Minecraft Story Mode. I can't recall my exact first thoughts, but I know it grabbed me enough that I kept playing it repeatedly. And honestly, that says a lot. At the time, I only had access to this first episode. If you wanted to keep playing, you had to buy the season pass. And for 11-year-old me, that meant more pestering my parents! Ooh, fun, wow! Still, like I said earlier, the fact that I replayed as much as I did says a lot. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't have kept going back to it. Looking back at it today, I can see why it had me hooked. It wasn't just because it was Minecraft, it was the way it told a story. This was unlike anything I've played before. The choices, the consequences, the tension of deciding who to save, it all felt fresh and exciting. Even if some parts were a little rougher on the edges, and for me this episode was an interesting introduction. This was a game that had a world with characters, stakes, and adventure. In hindsight, episode 1 left a lasting impression because it opened the door. It made me realize games could be more than just building, grinding, or completing levels. Games could tell stories that could just pull you in. This episode was the hook, and it worked. Without it, I might not have stuck with story mode the way I did. But because of it, I was eager for more. I managed to get the season pass, and I eagerly waited for each release. Just 2 weeks after the premiere of Minecraft Story Mode, Episode 2 dropped. If my memory serves correctly, this is the shortest episode out of all 13. At the time, I didn't notice or care. I was just excited for new content. But looking back now, I wouldn't be surprised if Telltale rushed this one and hit deadlines. This episode is unique because it branches right from the choice you made at the end of episode 1. Either join Axel to recruit Magnus the Griefer, or go with Olivia to find Eligard the Redstone Engineer.
Shut the fuck up, Furnace!
The episode begins with Jesse, Axel, and Ruben returning to the Nether and using the minecart system to get to Magnus.
Woohoo! Oh, come on, Jesse. You're not even having a little fun? I mean, I am!
If we don't get the Order back together, the Witherstorm is going to eat everything.
Oh yeah, and then a gas shows up and blows them right off the tracks. Jesse and Axel are then left to confront the mob. And of course to get out of that.
Skewered!
After that little incident, Jesse, Axel, and Ruben get back on track and continue their way to Magnus. They eventually pass a sign saying, Boomtown. Yes, that is the name of the place.
Boomtown?
Yeah! Boomtown!
See, even Jesse's confused. Anyway, the trio hop off the minecart and arrive in Boomtown, Magnus's chaotic kingdom of griefers. Jesse tries to use the amulet to find Magnus, but of course, griefers snatch it away.
Oh, mighty Magnus, I have for you this offering! No!
Leading into a wild goose chase.
I'll get the one with the fishing pole, you get the little blue-haired creep.
After that, we finally arrive at Magnus's hideout. Enter the king of all griefers.
You are completely surrounded by hundreds of hidden death traps. One step closer, and kaboom!
It's Magnus! We totally got caught by Magnus! I think we're gonna die now.
It doesn't take long for Jesse to start asking Magnus to come with him and save the world. Magnus is skeptical at first, but Jesse convinces him enough to come along. But then, Magnus reveals that getting out of Boomtown would be difficult. The griefers of the town want to challenge the king for his crown. Magnus tells Jesse that he cannot leave the tower because he is the king of Boomtown. The only way that he could leave is if Jesse beats him in the Death Bowl, where griefers face Magnus with the prize of becoming, well, the king of Boomtown.
What's the Death Bowl?
This is the Death Bowl! So, Tiny, welcome to the Death Bowl. The grief-off to end all grief-offs. How do you want to think this?
Of course, Jesse manages and barely wins it, allowing Magnus to come along with him.
Flying pig jokes are totally played out.
Oh, crap!
As Jesse delivers a victory speech, the Witherstorm suddenly arrives.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Holy crap! Is that your Witherstorm? How are we? What are we? That's... Ah! You'll regret messing with Boomtown! Go!
The group is now forced to leave the town, leading them to retreat to the Temple of the Order of the Stone.
Another day, another nickel!
If you choose Olivia's path, Jesse, Ruben, and Olivia head through the Nether and eventually arrive in Redstonia, the capital of engineering. Upon arriving in town, it doesn't take long for them to find Eligard, who they see isolating herself in the Dome of Concentration, intending to make a command block, which we know is very dangerous. To get inside the dome, Jesse must craft a redstone repeater or steal one. Either way you choose, you still end up in the Dome of Concentration. Once inside, they finally meet Eligard, who is still trying to make the command block. In fact, in total she has made...
Trial number 6,451. Another bust.
Jesus Christ. Has she ever touched grass? Anyway, after this brief introduction, Jesse explains to Eligard that Gabriel sent them and shows her the amulet. Not long after, the Witherstorm suddenly arrives and attacks Redstonia, forcing the group to retreat.
Eligard, come on!
As we arrive back at the temple, we run into Lucas first, who defends us from a creeper.
Who goes there? Oh, Jesse? Is that you?
Lucas, hey, we're back!
I'm so glad you're back!
And we brought Eligard!
Fantastic!
God, I love Lucas's little jump in this scene. It's so cute! Speaking of the Order members, Magnus and Eligard finally reunite after so many years, but tensions arise.
Right. I forgot to mention. Axel went on a little adventure of his own while you were gone.
An adventure to get him?
Unfortunately, this causes a lot of bickering.
Well, this is unexpected.
I'm not entirely sure what you mean, but I'm definitely sure that I don't like it.
Yeah, show him some respect.
Oh, you're sticking up for Magnus. That's very sweet.
Yeah, he's sticking up for me. It's because I'm really awesome and super cool.
Meanwhile, the gang eventually devises a plan to find the other member of the Order, Soren the Architect. According to a legend, it was said that Soren possessed the powerful Fermina bomb, which was a weapon he claimed could destroy anything in its wake. Okay, so Soren is Oppenheimer and this is technically a nuclear bomb. Using the amulet, the group locates Soren in his mountain fortress. But they also end up finding someone else there too.
And let's stop hanging around here and go get us some super tea.
Whoa. It didn't do that before.
Are you sure it's working?
Blue? That's Ivor!
Well, shit. We got another problem on our hands. With the new goals in mind, the gang heads to Soren's fortress. Upon arriving, we run into Enderman, and Eligard and Magnus get into an argument again, causing both to go down separate paths within the fortress.
Oh, be quiet! It's just a pointless building! That's all I'm saying! I mean, look!
Even I've seen the inside your You ended with the most.
That's it! I'm going! Once again, it falls to me to take care of everything. I'll find this super TNT myself.
Oh, no, no, no. You do not get to be the one who walks away. That's it! I'm going!
Petra, meanwhile, wants to talk to Jesse in private. As they do so, it is revealed that Petra has contracted AIDS, I mean wither sickness. Sorry, I had to throw that joke in there. If you know, you know. Anyway, according to Petra, the sickness that she contracted is more of a severe form of what the regular wither effect usually is. With this new information, Jesse urges Petra to tell the others, but Petra obliges and wants to keep this a secret. Suddenly, a creeper shows up.
Ah, creeper! Grab my hand, I'll pull you up.
After we fall into a pit, Petra goes to find help while Jesse traverses through a darkened hallway. Man, this looks like something out of Silent Hill. Am I right? This hallway then leads to some sort of library room, and Jesse walks into another random room, only to find...
He must have something useful in here. He has to. Why would he have so many books?
Soren, is that you?
You. Trying to interfere with my plans again, I see.
As Jesse finds Ivor, it isn't long until Petra shows up. The two then engage in a battle with the grumbly old man. We then get one of the coolest lines from Ivor, in my opinion.
Don't make yourselves the villains in my story.
In the middle of the fight, Axel, Olivia, Ruben, and Lucas eventually arrive. And then Ivor makes a little villain monologue.
You have stopped nothing. A query. Have you ever seen the effects of a splash potion of slowness? Magnus and Eligard may think they can stop me, that they can destroy the Wither Storm, but they are mistaken, and it will cost them their lives.
After the scene cuts to black, we then get one of the memorable endings in the game.
Next time on Minecraft Story Mode.
In pursuit of answers, all our heroes found in Soren's armory was deceit and treachery. Locked in a dark chamber deep in Soren's mountain, As the Order of the Stone rides off towards near certain doom, our heroes must ask themselves, would they find a way out of this dark tomb? Is there any way to cure Gabriel's wither sickness? Would they find a way to defeat the Wither Storm? Or will they remain trapped as it continues its ravenous rampage across the entire world? Only time will tell.
Be quiet! Shut up!
Like episode 1, I can't remember every detail of how I felt playing this episode for the first time. But I do remember the routine. Watch Dan TDM's playthrough, get hyped, and then beg my parents to let me buy the season pass. That was how the cycle was back then. As for the two routes, I played Redstonia more than Boomtown. Why? Honestly, I couldn't tell you at the time. Looking back at it now, though, I think it was because Redstonia felt calmer and more interesting to me as a kid. Over the years, though, I've grown fonder of the Magnus route. Boomtown's chaos had a certain charm that I didn't fully appreciate until much later. The ending also stuck with me as a kid. The potion of slowness scene had me laughing my head off. Just seeing the others talking in slow motion with distorted voices was peak comedy for 11-year-old me. To be fair, it still gives me a chuckle out of me even now, as I hate to admit. I also like the short dark hallway sequence. I don't know if it was intentional, but the way the lighting worked gave this eerie, horror-like vibe, almost like it belonged to a completely different game. Episode 2 wasn't as long or as packed as others, but it kept the momentum going. It raised the stakes with Petra's wither sickness and teased the mystery of Soren. At the time, it left me more hyped than ever to see where the story was heading next. And sure enough, just 28 days later, Episode 3 arrived.
Stop him! Hurry! You paid for this! Watch it!
You're out of the way!
Someone say something.
Hamburger?
Donkey?
Pants. Floor.
We pick up right where we left off. The slowness effect from Ivor's potion wears off, and Jesse and his gang are still trapped in the library. As the group figures out what to do, Jesse tries using the amulet to track down Soren, though not without a quick spat with Lucas first.
Here, let me see it. Maybe you're just holding it wrong. Or maybe you just have to jiggle it a little. I just want to see it.
You can see it without touching.
Not if you can't get it to work.
It's working fine.
Oh!
Soren!
Eventually, the amulet points them underground. Oh yeah, and they find bats.
Bats! Ah! Why are we screaming?
And if that wasn't bad enough, they stumble into a massive automated mob grinder.
Whoa.
We have to get out of here!
What?
We have to get out of here!
We just got here.
You don't understand. This is a grinder.
While fighting mobs inside, a creeper explodes, and Jesse drops the amulet onto a distant platform. God damn it, Jesse, Mr. Butterfingers over here. After a stylish credit sequence, Jesse retrieves the amulet but is swept into the grinder's crusher. He only survives by using a creeper explosion to destroy the machine. The gang then falls safely into the water and gets pulled into a loot room.
Guys, keep your eyes open. Soren should be close.
It's like we're searching for a unicorn.
It wasn't long until the group was surrounded by mobs again. We then stumble upon an end portal. With no way out from the direction they came, they have no choice but to jump in.
Jump!
Whoa. Oh, great. Just keeps getting better.
Jesse's gang then find themselves in a world that is surrounded by emptiness and darkness. Oh, and there are Endermen too.
Hide. So, what do we call that? A herd of Endermen? A flock of Endermen? A swarm?
A crap ton of Endermen?
While the group tries to figure out what to do next, Olivia asks Jesse where they're headed next. It is then revealed that the amulet doesn't work in this environment. In response to this, Lucas gets a little frustrated.
Great. Whew. Man, so we were trapped, and now we're lost. So we go from a death machine that almost drowns us, and we land here, in the end. Which is the right name for it, since now, incredibly, we don't even know where we're going.
But then, out of nowhere, the group spots Soren casually strolling up a staircase.
Face it, Jesse. We might never find this guy.
There he is.
Did that just happen? I can't believe that just happened. Am I the only one that's surprised? Because that was like we conjured him.
They climb up after him, while grumbling all the way.
So many stairs.
There's a ladder.
Better not be a long one.
At the top, they find Soren's bizarre creation. An entire landscape made out of wool. Or as Lucas calls it,
totally artificial Happy Land?
Speaking of that, we get another scene of Lucas ranting again.
If you miss home, you go and visit. You don't build an exact replica. We came here for nothing. What are we even supposed to do now?
Hey, Lucas, you okay, man?
Just look around, Jesse! If the greatest builder of all time has spent years working on this, what are the chances he's even gonna have that bomb, huh? I've had enough crazy for one day.
Look, Lucas, Petra's sick.
How long have you known?
A while, but she asked me not to say anything. The wither infected her with something.
So everything I was worried about is true. This is my fault, Jesse. Petra's wither sickness, it's because of me.
So that's why you've been so angry? Because you feel guilty?
If I hadn't choked, you would have been able to pull Petra out of that tractor beam sooner.
For all we know, Petra didn't get sick until way after that.
Maybe you're right. If one of our best fighters is sick, do we even stand a chance anymore? Not like we haven't dealt with some grade A problems before, but I just can't help feeling kinda hopeless.
If we stick together, we can do anything, even something that feels impossible.
It just feels extra impossible now.
Then we stick together extra hard.
Okay. I just kinda wish Petra would tell everybody. It would just make things easier.
After solving a puzzle door, the gang sneaks into Soren's mansion. Jesse and Olivia follow music into a room, only to discover a jukebox on loop. Searching for clues, Jesse finds blueprints, showing that Soren has been teaching Endermen to build. By wearing one of Soren's Enderman disguises, Jesse collects clay blocks among the Endermen. But as Jesse places the blocks according to the blueprints, he is then knocked unconscious by a figure in another Enderman suit.
Nothing to see here, guys. Just walk away. Okay, they're not walking away. Definitely not walking away.
I am sorry about this, but it has to look real. I don't think it'll bruise. Your face, I mean. These suits were built with durability in mind.
You must be Soren.
Well, I am. But must I be?
Back inside, the figure turned out to be Soren. Of course, he is confused about why Jesse is in his home, but Jesse catches Soren up to speed about what's been happening and shows him the amulet. Soren eventually agrees to help Jesse, but not until this happens.
Don't worry. I'm going to help you, because that's what friends do. Before we leave, I'm going to give my old friends a gift. The gift of song. Gary may seem scary, but he's a swell guy. Sally dilly-dallies, give her credit, she tries. They might look the same to the untrained eye, but that's a lie, so I say.
I fucking love this scene. Once Jesse reunites with the others, the gang soon find themselves under siege by Endermen. Again.
We need to come up with a plan. And not our usual, we'll come up with a plan when we have to, oh wait, now we have to kind of plan.
Soren then informs that Endermen fear water, so Jesse floods the fountains to clear a path. They eventually get back to the wool room. But then, even more Endermen show up.
This guy's right in my face.
In the middle of the predicament, Soren tells Jesse to activate the emergency water system, which was installed in case of the wool structure caught on fire. Jesse, of course, activates it and the group gets out of Dodge.
It's working!
With the end now flooded, Jesse and the gang safely make it back to the overworld.
We made it!
Making it is relative.
Arriving back at Soren's fortress once again, Soren spawns an army of iron golems to fend off the mobs that we were dealing with earlier. He then gathers the materials to craft the Formidabomb. But while doing so, they get interrupted by a mob of Endermen. Again! That came from the end due to it being flooded. The group eventually escape through a minecart rail, which leads them back up to the surface. After flying off the minecarts, we then run into Magnus and Eligard, who are currently fighting a horde of mobs. Mobs that are also fleeting from the Wither Storm.
I feel like that got bigger.
It did.
With the materials in hand, Jesse was ready to craft the Formidabomb, but Soren mentions one precaution. I'll let him explain.
Remember, once the Formidabomb is crafted, it'll explode in a matter of seconds. It means whoever is doing the crafting will be in great danger. I was hoping, well, perhaps we could draw straws.
Don't look at me.
I think I may have tweaked an ankle earlier, so...
This is my chance to step up.
Perhaps.
going to set off the Formidabomb.
That's what I was hoping for. The rest of us will build distractions in its path. Hopefully it will buy you some time.
We then see both Magnus and Ellegaard urge Jesse to take one of their armors to protect him while he crafts the bomb. Either way that you choose, the outcome will be the same. Jesse goes ahead, as planned, and crafts the bomb, while the rest of the group distracts the storm to buy him time. But of course, Jesse gets sucked into a tractor beam. As we float there helplessly in the air, we see this from above.
Watch out! No! Magnus!
Despite this, Jesse then finally manages to craft the Formidabomb. He then turns to face the Witherstorm, locking eyes.
Open up and say ah!
Swallow this.
As he let go of the bomb, Jesse is then suddenly hooked by a fishing rod before the tractor beam could pull him any further.
Yeah!
Is that it? Is it over?
I can't believe it's actually dead.
You did it, Jesse! You actually did it!
Not that I'm saying I doubted you, but I did a little. But now I don't, and I never will again.
Look, I know it wasn't easy, but...
About time we got a real win.
I couldn't have done this without you guys. Any of it.
Oh, believe me, we're well aware. Thanks for saying it, though.
Thanks, buddy.
Anybody seen Soren and Magnus?
Oh, no.
You fought valiantly, my friend.
We both know my fight is over, man.
Stuff and nonsense. Stuff and nonsense. Save your strength, Magnus. We'll take care of this. We'll take care of you.
Jesse.
Magnus.
My armor. It looks great on you, man. I want you to keep it, okay? It's not gonna be much use to me anymore.
Don't say such things.
Please don't go, Magnus. Please just hang on a little longer.
I'm hanging, but only for a little while. Hey, at least I finally got to be a real hero, right?
All those people, they're alive. The Witherstorm didn't kill them.
Jesse, you gotta help them. All of them. Make sure they get out. Don't leave anybody behind. Swear, okay?
Of course I'll save them. Every one of them. We're the good guys, right? That's what we do. Come on, Reuben. We've got a job to do.
With newly found determination, the group sets out to help the victims. Upon doing so, Jesse eventually runs into what is considered the heart of the Witherstorm.
No! The command block, that's impossible! I don't understand. Soren said the Formidabomb would destroy it, but it looks fine. What the? Guys! Over here! No! No! Somebody help! Can't hold on. But I thought you were dead. I saw you.
What happened here?
I'll explain everything, just not right now. Gabriel, let's go!
Who's Gabriel?
Oh man, a cliffhanger? I hate those.
But I love it! Oh, I love it! Ah, I love it! I love it, I love it, I love it!
I freaking love this episode. Out of the first three, this is where everything started to really click for me. First off, the credits sequence. It was such a cool creative way to start, highlighting the developer team while still pulling you right into the action of the scene. Sure, episodes 1 and 2 had cool credits too, but this particular one stood out. And did I mention the game's music yet? My god, the music in this game did not have to go this hard, but it did.
Jesse!
Hey, Ugly!
Watch out! Hey, Bonehead, I'm talking to you. Anytime now, Jesse.
Another one of my favorite moments during this credit sequence must be this.
Oh, that hurt.
And this still gets me every time. Pair that with the running gag of Axel falling on top of Lucas.
No, don't worry. I'm totally fine.
Why?
Oh, crap. I'm sorry.
Right behind me.
Ooh. Ha! See? I told you I'd pay you back.
Get off! That's my body, Axel. My broken, battered body.
Second.
It's dumb and simple, but that is part of the charm. Speaking of Lucas, I loved him in this episode. Sure, he was moody and whiny, but honestly, I think that was the point. This episode gave him more depth as a character. For example, you could tell he genuinely cared about Petra, and he was carrying guilt for not being able to save her or Gabriel. In that quiet moment in the Wool world, where he admits his worries and Jesse reassures him, that scene stuck with me then, and it still does now. If you hadn't caught on, Lucas is one of my favorite characters in the game. I'll even admit it. He was one of my very first childhood crushes. Don't judge me, I'm sure people can relate! Listen, Lucas is a literal walking dreamboat, I am telling you. If you grew up with this game, you either didn't like him or you loved him. There is no gray area, there's no middle ground. Don't lie to me. But beyond Lucas, my god, Episode 3 delivered one hell of a twist.
But this was a hell of a twist!
What?
The Fermenta bomb was supposed to be the solution taking down to the big baddie here, and after all that effort, after all that buildup, the command block survived and it was still standing. As a kid, that blew my mind. I had never seen a game pull the rug like that before. Then came the first real heartbreak. The death of Magnus or Ellegaard. It was the first major loss in the story, and at the time I had no idea how much darker things were going to get. If you know, you know. Finally, the ending cliffhanger of the episode left me going, oh my gosh, I need to know what happens next! That final moment with Jesse and Gabriel was just the cherry on top. It was such a powerful, eerie scene to leave off on. This episode is easily my third favorite of the entire first season. Second favorite if you don't count the second arc. By this point, I was completely hooked. I knew I was hungry for more, and I was all in for it. Because by then, it was clear. The fight wasn't over. The Witherstorm was still out there, and just a few days before Christmas 2015, shit was about to get real. We were approaching the final episode of the Witherstorm arc.
Everything in the universe starts out as just a block. What comes of those blocks is up to those who wield them. And in every block there lies the potential to create or destroy. Our friends have traveled far and wide in search of the Order of the Stone. And a way to stop the Witherstorm for good. But even well-laid plans can go awry. The strong can grow weak. And beloved heroes can fall. The threat to this world, to its very existence, is far from over.
We start the episode where we left off, with Jesse and Gabriel. We see the multiple Witherstorms tearing the ground apart and sucking up blocks. It is like the two are in the middle of a war zone. Not only that, but Gabriel's confused and doesn't know what's going on.
Where am I? What's happening? What is all this? And that smell.
The Witherstorm isn't dead yet, not even close.
The what? Do I know you?
As the two run to Axel and head back toward the group, the rest of Jesse's friends are, of course, shocked to see Gabriel alive.
Jesse, you made it!
Petra? Your missing friend?
Within the chaos, Jesse and his friends are dangerously at risk, especially Petra, who is weak and sick and would not be able to move any faster.
Jesse! They're falling behind!
Axel, you gotta move faster! He's too sick. This is the best we can do.
They're not gonna be able to outrun it. Not on foot!
With time running short to escape, Jesse finds the perfect way to hightail it out of there. Horses.
Bingo! Everybody get on!
As the group flees on horseback, the Witherstorms are still following them. They also run into hordes of mobs along the way. A bit of running later, and Jesse and the gang stumble upon a bridge.
There! We need to ride over that bridge.
With the bridge destroyed, the group must rebuild it, since that's their only way of escaping. While rebuilding the bridge, we discover that the Endermen are not just walking toward the storms, but taking blocks off and slowing them down, hindering the advancement of the Witherstorms.
Am I seeing Endermen attack a Witherstorm?
Endermen move blocks. It's what they do.
With the storm distracted, Jesse and the others manage to finish the bridge and ride across to finally make their escape.
Yeehaw! Woo!
Axel, you're screaming in my ear!
Sorry.
We then cut to the gang finding a cliffside cave to take refuge in. As they settle, we see Gabriel noticing and recognizing Lucas's jacket. He suddenly starts talking about some memory he recalls, about seeing the same jacket that was worn by other people. It was the other Ocelots. Aiden, Gil, and Maya. If you remember, these were Lucas's other friends that we have not seen since the very first episode of the season. This won't be the last time they'll be mentioned either. Oh no, we will get more of them later. Anyway, upon hearing this news, Lucas suddenly wants to leave and look for his friends.
I thought for sure they were gone, but if they were just trapped in the Witherstorm...
Lucas, your friends could still be out there!
I know, and that means I gotta go after them. They might need me, Jesse.
Lucas, what are you doing?
I told you. I'm going after my friends. I thought the other Ocelots were dead, but if they're not, I need to go find them. Look, I am grateful to you guys for bringing me this far.
You can't just up and leave, Lucas. You're part of our team.
And you saying that just reminds me that I left my team.
But Lucas...
Look, you and me, we've made a pretty good team so far. I'd even call us friends. So I hope you'll understand why I need to go help my old friends. They do it for me. Same way you'd go back for any of your friends.
But we are helping them. Saving the world saves them too.
Isn't that just... kind of abstract?
No, the number one thing you can do for them is to make sure we defeat those Witherstorms.
I guess you got a point. Okay, I'll stay. I just really hope they're all right.
Thanks.
Meanwhile, with the rest of the group, they are still mourning over the death of either Eligard or Magnus. We then see Soren, who is angry at the fact that the Formidabomb did not work as it was intended.
Being emotional is getting us nowhere! What I want to know is what happened out there today? Why is that thing still alive? My instructions were simple. You were the one in the middle of everything. What went wrong?
You tell me.
Excuse me?
Well, you're the one who thought we could destroy the command block with a big old bomb.
So the command block is still out there?
Of course it is!
Oh, great. And now, to make matters worse, we've gone from 1 Witherstorm to 3! Our plan was a total failure! I should have cast the foul thing into the abyss. Why didn't I destroy that cursed block ages ago?
Look, our plan didn't work, so we obviously need a new one. The question is, what do we do?
Well, why are you asking me? Am I expected to know every last thing in the universe? I need a moment to think.
As we see Soren leave the cave to go and think, we check in with Petra. We see that her condition is worsening by the second. By this point, Petra is lethargic and weak, and this prompts Jesse to tell Petra she needs to stay behind and rest while he and the others go and find a new way to take down the Witherstorms.
Ugh, a pig?
Reuben! Oh, not again.
Upon going outside, Jesse and Reuben have a little heart-to-heart with each other.
Don't run off on me like that, okay? I don't want to lose you, you understand? Yeah, I know you've run off before, but things are different now. We've lost too many people already. The world needs us, Reuben. So much of it has already been reduced to bedrock, and it's up to us to save the rest of it. Well, maybe that is a lot of pressure for just a person and a pig, but we have to find a way.
After having a moment, we hear a faint argument going on. It is not within the cave, but nearby enough to spike Jesse's curiosity.
There are 3 of those things now. You say that like it's my fault. It is your fault. Oh, take responsibility for what, Soren? I did that by locking the command block away, so only you could use it. Oh, do you still not realize how dangerous it is?
Bitter irony. Soren the architect.
I do not need lectures from you.
That's debatable.
Maybe you should leave, Ivor.
If I do that, the world falls.
Oh, I forgot. You have a plan.
Why am I even bothering?
While investigating the commotion, we then run into Soren talking to none other than Ivor, who followed the group.
What are you doing here, Ivor? Come to lock me in another room?
I came to offer my help.
Ha! He's been following us.
It's not like that. You need to hear me out. What you don't understand is, you are all in very grave danger.
Obviously!
No, I mean specifically this group. The Witherstorm isn't acting randomly. It's following Gabriel.
Gabriel?
You see, I may have programmed it to follow his amulet.
You mean the Order's amulet?
Yes, Soren. That amulet.
That explains why the Witherstorm's been following us.
But Gabriel wasn't even with you when it attacked Redstonia.
I have the amulet, Ivor. I have all along.
What? I didn't know.
Ah, Ivor, you fool. You've created a monster that's following Jesse, and it's only getting stronger.
You don't think I realize that? Nothing can stop those things. Nothing even hurts them.
Well, except Enderman.
Enderman?
Jesse's right. The Wither's gaze passed over them, and they went wild. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes...
We actually just saw a bunch of Endermen pull blocks off a Witherstorm.
So,
enough of them working together might be able to destroy a Witherstorm entirely. It's a promising concept, at least in theory, if I'm seeing all the pieces correctly.
Could you coordinate the Endermen somehow? Make them attack all at once?
If I know my Endermen, all we'd need to do is get them into the storm's vicinity. In fact, there's probably more than enough of them still in my fortress. An unintended side effect of you flooding the end.
This is just like the old days, Soren. You and your crazy ideas...
Hush, Ivor, for once! Ugh. Question is, how to bring the storms and the Endermen together? Endermen aren't pets. They don't follow orders. At least, not from mere mortals.
Isn't it obvious? The fortress is the key. If we can't bring the Endermen to the Witherstorms, we bring the Witherstorms to the Endermen.
Just one problem. You're forgetting about the command block.
Ugh, yes. It's clear now that no weapon can destroy it. Not even a formidabomb.
Actually, I may have a solution to that. You see, when I first took possession of the command block...
You mean stole it?
Yes, well, I created a failsafe. A backup plan for just in case.
Well, I'd say just in case is here.
And I'm inclined to agree.
Ivor, how could you keep this secret?
Oh, believe you me, keeping secrets is easy. So I made something. An enchanting book. One that contains the power of the command block itself. Use it to enchant a weapon, and you'll be able to smash the command block to bits. Forever.
Yes. Yes, that's it. It could very well solve all our problems.
What are we waiting for? Let's go get that book.
Just one problem. It's at my secret lab, which is sort of far away.
How far could it possibly be?
Let's just say it's the farthest place a person can travel before being utterly...
With no other options or choices, Jesse, Olivia, Reuben, Lucas, Gabriel, Ivor, and Soren bound for Ivor's lavatory in the Farlands to forge the enchanted weapon. Meanwhile, Axel and neither Magnus or Ellegaard take the amulet from Jesse to split up from the group to keep the Witherstorms at bay near Soren's fortress. As we begin this journey, we once again have a banger of a credit sequence. After traveling for several days, journeying through various biomes, we finally stop at a swamp biome, since the group is all starving and hungry. Jesse's then prompted to go and scavenge for food, and he eventually finds potatoes.
Potato, you're coming with me.
After a few minutes of walking around, Jesse finds a witch's hut, and there's a cake in the window. Oh yeah, and Ivor pops out of nowhere too.
A witch's hut?
Yeah!
Upon seeing the hut, Ivor advises Jesse that he should not risk taking the cake, as witches are hostile and it's not a good idea to trespass. Jesse is then faced with a choice. Either go back to the group, or sneak into the hut to steal the cake. Oh geez, what a hard choice to come by. Oh, you know I'm going to go after that cake. After grabbing the cake, Jesse suddenly finds himself confronting the witch, who is right behind him. As Jesse gets back to the group, he sees that they're under attack by skeletons and witches.
Jesse, help us!
Man, all of this because Jesse wanted to grab a cake so that his friends wouldn't starve to death. Poor Jesse can't catch a break, huh? Jesse and the group escape the attack, and they finally arrive at the sacred Farlands.
Wow!
I see your wow, and raise you a whoa.
Upon entering the Farlands, which is the edge of the world, they start heading towards Ivor's secret lab. But the group has yet another obstacle to face. A fucking huge maze. This was designed by Ivor to keep trespassers from snooping around too much. While deciding to either navigate the maze or seek an alternative route through, zombies suddenly appear, and the group has no choice but to retreat to the top of the maze walls by using vines.
Guys, caught in the vines!
Upon getting on top of the maze, though, the group is now separated.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but now what? We're all separated.
With the group split, Jesse must traverse the maze alone, while also encountering spiders and even more witches. After walking around the maze for hours and finding dead ends here and there, Jesse eventually finds a way out. As he gets down from the top of the maze, we also run into Olivia and Ruben. We then see Ivor's lab is not far now, but it is across a vast chasm or void, which is yet another obstacle that the group faces. But then Jesse figures out a solution to get across, as he sees this redstone contraption that acts as a flying barge, but it needs to be repaired. Olivia, being the one who is good with redstone, Jesse encourages her to fix it, but Olivia's discouraged due to her being pessimistic about what's been going on, and for good reasons too.
Or maybe it's just me. I mean, Eligard herself said I don't have what it takes to be a great engineer. She was right, I just can't hack it. I might as well be a carrot farmer.
Eligard didn't know you, not the way I do.
But Jessie, she's the greatest redstone engineer ever. She's in the Order of the Stone.
Sure, but the Order are still people, just like us.
Right, just like us. I mean, how are we the ones saving the world when even they don't have what it takes? Soren and Ivor are always at each other's throats. The greatest warrior in history has wither sickness. None of them give Eligard any respect. And Magnus lost his life trying to fight this. If the Order can't do this, how are we supposed to? How are we supposed to do anything? We're nobody.
All I know is the world is depending on us.
Then maybe the world is in trouble. I mean, they defeated an Ender Dragon. Can you name even one thing we've done right? And I don't mean managing to stay alive. Something that actually matters.
Well, for starters, we're the ones who brought them back together again. You and I found Eligard together. We both played a role with Soren.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. All right. I'll try it one more time.
After the pep talk between the two, Olivia is then encouraged once again and manages to repair the barge. We then suddenly reunite with the others.
This way! This way!
Run!
Everybody get on! Quick, onto the barge!
Jesse!
Upon getting on the barge, they are finally on their way across the chasm, getting to Ivor's cottage. We then get a comedic moment here.
Slime!
Come again?
I'm remembering something with slime. And chickens. Or maybe they were ducks? There was a big gathering of people.
Yes, at EnderCon.
So EnderCon is a chicken convention?
No.
I would love to go to a chicken convention.
After getting to the other side of the chasm, we enter the cottage to look for clues. Eventually, Jesse stumbles upon a redstone circuit near a curtain of lava, which of course requires a lever for activation. Once the lever has been crafted and the circuit has been activated, the group then discovers a secret passageway.
Secret passageway! Cool!
Why would you build a secret passage in a house nobody ever visits?
More like, why wouldn't you? Secret passageways are cool.
Good point.
As Jesse, Ruben, and Soren begin to enter the passageway, suddenly this happens.
What the? Are you guys okay?
We're fine, but the lever isn't working anymore.
Stay there! We'll head down and see what we can find!
The group was split up once again, and Jesse, Ruben, and Soren were the only ones who can trudge onward. They then find themselves in the treasure room, but not just any treasure room, but the Order of the Stone's treasure room. So, what do we have here? Let's see. A prismarine shard, a sea lantern, a gas tier, a block of packed ice, and an ender dragon's egg. Ooh! With these various items, we listen to Soren's lore or stories, put him in a set of 5 hoppers, and unlock the set of doors to a room that is designed as a replica of the historic battle of the Order going against the Ender Dragon. We then hear Soren retelling the old tale or legend of how the Ender Dragon was taken down.
If only you'd been there. It was a fight for the ages. We'd spent weeks preparing for our greatest battle ever. But even so, the Ender Dragon was stronger than even I had imagined. I realized that it was drawing strength from the Ender Crystals, and that the crystals had to be destroyed. I hit the first with a perfectly placed arrow. The second I destroyed by launching myself on the shockwave of Magnus's TNT. Using only my strength and my wiles, I steered the foul beast toward the third crystal. I flew the dragon directly toward the final crystal. Only then did Gabriel deliver his famous final blow. We became heroes, and eventually, legends.
Following Soren's story, we then solve another puzzle that leads to another room. Inside, they finally found the enchanted book, and...
Wait, aren't those the Ender Crystals? Like the real ones?
No, it can't be. Not here. Not after all this time.
But those things were destroyed in your big, heroic battle with the Ender Dragon, right, Soren?
He kept them. The fool actually kept them. He looked me in the eye and swore he was going to dispose of them.
Soren, how did these get here? I mean, you can't just move Ender Crystals, right?
Jesse, this isn't what it looks like. Our story, the story, it's mostly true. I swear it. Whatever you're thinking, I promise I can explain.
So what really happened, Soren? If you didn't destroy the Ender Crystals...
I can't. We swore never to speak of it.
I think it's time to start talking.
I'm afraid I haven't been honest with you, Jesse. We did defeat the Ender Dragon, but it wasn't exactly like I said.
How not exactly?
We got rid of it, but we didn't kill it, per se. In fact, we didn't even fight it. We didn't even try.
So what did you do to it?
We didn't do anything. We used that damned command block.
You used the command block to defeat the Ender Dragon?
I'm afraid so. Understand, when I found that blasted block, we were nobodies. But with its help, we became stronger. faster. We could do so much more. The others had no idea what I was doing. Yet the more I used it, the more we came to depend on it. I knew it was only so long before someone would find out. So, I concocted a plan. I would use the command block to blink the Ender Dragon out of existence. Securing our status as legends forever. We told the world we defeated a dragon. And the rest is history.
Soren, I looked up to you. The whole world did.
Nobody is more ashamed than me.
So you finally admit it.
Soren, how could you?
Ivor.
How long have you guys been standing there?
Long enough that they heard the whole thing.
You lied to the whole world.
You didn't think you could keep it secret forever, did you, Soren? The truth hurts, doesn't it?
But Ivor...
Why? Is this why you left the Order? Because Soren lied?
Because they all did. Soren, Gabriel, Magnus, Ellegaard. They agreed to keep this a secret.
And you agreed to stay quiet too, in exchange for all of our treasures.
I've technically never told anybody. Jesse discovered the truth on his own.
So this whole thing, this wither you unleashed, has all been to teach the Order a lesson?
To teach the world a lesson. To show you who the Order really are. Liars, cowards. And now, they know.
Yes. I suppose they do.
You know, I kind of regret punching you right now.
Yes, well, you weren't the first. No one ever seems to appreciate my good intentions.
Might have something to do with the casual way in which you've unleashed Armageddon.
Look, my wither plan obviously backfired.
You think?
I didn't know we'd end up with 3 of those things tearing the world apart.
Whoa. I almost forgot for a moment.
Well, they are. And while we sit around talking about your dysfunctional order of liars, those things are still out there, wrecking the world.
Jesse's right. Destroying the command block is all that matters anymore.
How ironic that the best thing the command block gave us was the very means to destroy it.
Spare us the poetry. It's not your strong suit.
I've had this book for years. Never thought I'd actually have to use it.
Jesse, you should do the honors.
Follow me. I'll show you.
Ivor, I'm sorry. About everything.
Yes, well, it doesn't matter now.
Upon going into another room, we see 8 sets of armor that are lined up. They all have separate names too. I'll let Ivor take the wheel again.
The adamantine impervium! Even harder to damage than it is to pronounce! I call this the Star Shield! No object in the universe can penetrate it. Ah, Dragon's Bane. Even the Ender Dragon would have fled from this in terror. I call this one the Shield of Infinity! In no small part because it's infinitely cool. This is Swordbreaker! All but the strongest of weapons would shatter against it. I call this one the Ender Defender. Very strong against an Enderman's attack. That's the Redstone Riot. Engineered to be virtually indestructible. This one is named Golden Goliath. As bright and powerful as the sun itself.
Gosh, these are such cool names, am I right? Anyway, Ivor provides Jesse with a new set of armor and a diamond weapon of his choosing. With Jesse and his friends fully prepared, They are now ready to head back towards Soren's fortress and take down the Wither Storms once and for all. Upon arriving at Soren's fortress, we run into Axel once again, and he tells Jesse and the group that the Endermen are angry enough to stop the Wither Storms. He also informs that either Magnus or Eligard is fighting the Wither Storm alone. As Jesse, Axel, Lucas, Olivia, Soren, and Ruben head down to provoke the Endermen into attacking the Wither Storms, Soren runs off.
We shouldn't be here. None of this is going according to plan.
Soren, what are you doing?
I've really enjoyed meeting you all, but...
Soren!
Did Soren just run away?
Soren, you coward! I can't believe you!
I can. Jesse, you can handle things out here, right?
What?
I can't let him get himself killed. Just get to the command block and destroy it! Soren!
So much for the mighty Order of the Stone.
With the order gone, Jesse, Lucas, Axel, and Olivia are left to deal with the Endermen. Provoking the mobs did work as the Endermen began to attack the main Wither Storm, removing enough blocks to create a big hole into the Wither's core, leading to the command block. The group is then left with how they're going to get inside the Raging Beast.
That's it! Everyone, empty your pockets! Let's see... I've got redstone and cobblestone from Ivor's armory.
I have fireworks and TNT from Boomtown.
I've got pistons, repeaters.
I have some wool from Soren's place.
And I took some slime from the maze.
Oh, and I still have that minecart.
That's gotta be enough to make something, right? I mean, if we use the TNT on, say...
A minecart?
Or those pistons.
And we do have all that cobblestone.
Maybe we could build a ramp?
Or even go straight up vertically.
Or even find a way to use the redstone.
Guys, check it out. Use the pistons, the redstone, and the TNT. Build a TNT launcher. I climb on, and you guys blast me all the way into the Wither Storm.
Heck yeah! I love that idea.
So what are we waiting for? Let's hurry up and... Oh, look out!
Petra!
Axel!
Lucas, I need a hand here.
I can do better than that. Hey, Witherstorm! Over here!
Fireworks! Good thinking, Lucas!
Now let's hurry up and build this thing.
Eyes on me, you great big bully!
With Lucas distracting the Wither Storm, Jesse and the rest of the group finally settled on a contraption to launch Jesse into the core of the Wither. But suddenly, as Jesse was about to take off...
Ruben, this is no place for us!
Big! Ah!
Ruben, you shouldn't have surprised me like that. On the other hand, I'm kind of glad not to be alone right here.
We are finally in the heart of the Wither Storm. It is dark and such a dreadful place. As Jesse began to make his way toward the command block, he noticed that there were trapped individuals. People have been sucked up by the tractor beams and were in the state of limbo. After tumbling and getting knocked around, Jesse and Ruben make it to the command block, which is guarded by tentacles.
There it is. We meet again, command block. Now it's time to destroy you. What the? Ruben, I think we made it angry. Oh, great. Ruben, whatever happens, we have to destroy that command block, you understand?
After fighting off numerous tentacles, Jesse manages to lay another hit on the block. But once again, the Witherstorm didn't take too kindly to that.
thing won't die!
With the command block literally on the ceiling now, looking like something out of the Poseidon adventure, Jesse then gets the idea to climb up to latch onto one of the tentacles to strike it for the third and final time. But as he was climbing up, suddenly a head and a tractor beam came into the fray.
Where did that come from?
This then prompted Jesse to have yet another idea.
Exactly how to get up there. The tractor beam!
Using the tractor beam, Jesse's floated up just close enough to hit it right in the kisser, I mean the eye.
Why did I have to look down?
Finally, Jesse can hop onto a tentacle and then once again get close enough to the command block. But of course, the Wither Storm isn't gonna let him have it.
No, 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 no! Reuben, I need your help! Remember how we used to play fetch?
Still determined, Reuben obeys Jesse and grabs the weapon. He makes his way up toward Jesse in a dash, who almost got bitten by Witherstorm's head.
Jump, I'll catch you!
The weapon is now in Jesse's hand again, and he can finally deliver the finishing blow.
Time to put an end to this thing once and for all. Reuben! Hold on, buddy! Reuben! No! Ah!
There you are!
Jesse, are you alright? We thought you were... I mean, I didn't think he'd made it.
Reuben! Where's Reuben?
I thought he was with you!
I remember! I remember!
You remember what?
I remember everything!
Oh, Petra! I'm so happy for you!
Hey! Do you guys hear something?
Reuben!
Oh no.
Reuben. You're a hero. You know that? You just helped save the world. Come on, Reuben, say something. Reuben, don't do this to me. I need you, boy.
Jesse, I am so sorry.
He was a great pig.
1 week goes by after the defeat of the Witherstorm. The gang, along with the storm survivors, gather in a town for a celebration. We then see Jesse and his friends around a memorial for Reuben, and we observe Petra and Gabriel being cured of their wither sickness. We now see these newly found heroes, who were just a couple of nobodies in the beginning, walking down the aisle and being praised. As Jesse and the others get up there, he delivers a speech.
Thank you everyone. I know you think I'm up here because I saved the world or something, but the truth is I didn't do it alone. Far from it. You see, I had my friends with me. There was Olivia, Axel, Petra, Lucas. They never gave up on the world or on me. Well, maybe once or twice.
If they only knew.
It's crazy to think my friends and I started out in a treehouse, and now we've been to some of the weirdest places in the world. I mean, come on, we went to the far lands. There was this gigantic wall and a huge maze and a model of the Ender Dragon that, well, you just had to be there. But when all was said and done, you know what really mattered? My hero, Reuben the pig. He may have seemed like just a pig to most people, but he was so much more. And at the end of the day, he saved us all. For Reuben!
Jesse, this nether star is all that remained when the Witherstorm was destroyed. Would you please do the honors?
This is gonna be so cool.
My friends, I am now pleased to introduce to you the new Order of the Stone.
And so it was that a new Order of the Stone was born. One whose adventures were only just beginning. For though the world had been saved and the command block destroyed, there are many more worlds than just this one.
Look how they massacred my boy.
Like I said before, this episode was the turning point. At least for me. First, one of the most striking moments was the reveal that the Order of the Stone were frauds. For me, as a kid, that was insane. Seeing a twist like that in a game just blew my mind. It made the story feel more real, and I hadn't experienced anything like that before. The second was the final battle with the Witherstorm. This showdown was so badass and so intense. The moment when Jesse and Reuben entered the storm, and you saw how dark and isolating it was, it haunted me. Especially seeing the trapped individuals who got sucked up by the tractor beams. Had glowing purple eyes, their faces frozen in terror. That visual stuck with me. There was this constant feeling of dread too, knowing that this is our last chance against the storm. As we knew the Formidabomb didn't work, and we had to face the Witherstorm yet again, knowing that one wrong move could be it, and all hope is lost. Looking back now, I realized this was probably the moment when the game stopped feeling like it was just a spin-off. It became something special, it became something personal. I didn't have the words for it at the time, but the story and the way it made me feel stuck with me. And it all comes back to that one scene. Ruben's death. It was the first time I had ever experienced a video game character death. Ruben wasn't just a pet pig, he was Jesse's best friend. He was our best friend. We traveled with him from the very beginning, and then we lost him. When that moment happened, I bawled. I remember being in the back seat of my family's car, playing the episode on my iPad. I was all alone when it happened, and I just sat there in shock, tears running down my face. I even remember refreshing YouTube, waiting for Dan TDM's playthrough so I could see how he reacted to the scene. I know people joke about this scene now, including myself sometimes, but to 11-year-old me, it wasn't amusing, it was devastating. If you want to understand the weight this carried for me, think of Aerith's death in Final Fantasy VII. Back in 1997, players were stunned because she wasn't just another party member. She was the heart of the team. And when Sephiroth killed her, there was no magic item, no secret side quest, no way to undo it. She was just gone. For many players, it was their first taste of grief through a game. But for me, Ruben's death in Minecraft Story Mode was my Aerith moment. It was the first time a game broke my heart, and there was nothing I could do to stop the outcome. No matter how many playthroughs or choices you made, the outcome never changed. Even now, a decade later, that scene still stings. What still gets to me the most from this scene is the score. The track, Don't Be Toasted, Ruben, by Antimo and Wells, is one of the most emotional pieces in the entire game. Every time I hear it, I'm pulled straight back to that moment, that memory. It's a reminder of how powerful music can be, how it can make you feel things you didn't even know you could feel. Even after all that heartbreak, though, the world kept turning. Jesse and his friends had survived and were crowned as the new Order of the Stone. We had defeated the Witherstorm, and we accomplished what we set out to do. But that raises the question, what now? What would the next episode entail? As we know now, the story isn't over yet, and the new Order still has adventure ahead of them. One that involves setting foot into uncharted territory in new worlds.